What's up, my fellow Godzilla fan freaks? And this is Godzilla Fan Freaks coming to you today with another figure review. And today's figure review is going to be Gorosaurus. Get straight on. Gorosaurus was only featured in a few movies. His very first movie movie appearance was in King Kong Escapes, to where he really didn't bear the name Gorosaurus, but later on he did. But he was just pretty much your T-Rex that fought King Kong, and he kind of just jumped in the air and did his trademark kangaroo kick that we all know. So that was Gorosaurus' first movie, and then he later appeared on in Destroy All Monsters, and then later on in stock footage through Godzilla vs. Gigan. So not too much film time for Gorosaurus, but he did have his moments. As we all know, in Destroy All Monsters, he did replace Baragon in the one scene to where he was coming up through the ground, which was very odd, but it's just because the Baragon suit was so badly torn up and beaten up from being in the Ultraman series as they used that suit for the Naranga kaiju. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Anyways, this is about Gorosaurus. Get on to right into it with detail and paint job. Detail is very good for your average Bandai. Again, I do not have the tag. I'm sorry. When I got this guy at G-Fest, he was just cheaper without the tag. Not too much cheaper. I still think I might have overpaid for this guy. But none of the dealers this year were given any wiggle room on the prices, so I just had to go with it. But here's Gorosaurus. Great detail all the way around. All the little bumps in his skin and on the top of his head are great. The teeth are nicely etched in. They are not individually sculpted. His tongue is individually sculpted, though, there, so that's nice. His eyes are very nicely done. I've seen the pupils on this figure. Sometimes they're bigger and sometimes they're smaller. In mine, they're smaller, but I think it looks good. But the skin is very nice. As you can already tell, he does have a very shine to him, and he is a very glossy figure. Just the way they painted. I mean, he has a very light greenish blue, almost like a teal, that's like metallic colored along his back and the top of his head. He has a nice highlight up there on his chest. Silver for his claws on his hands and his feet, and he's just a very glossy figure all the way around. Very nicely done, though, with paint job and detail. Not bad at all. It's one of the very few Gorosaurus figures out there. The next best thing next to this is the X Plus. So that's that. And as far as articulation goes, arms cannot rotate a full 360. I guess they could, but you would be stressing the joints very much, so I wouldn't recommend it. But his arms do move up and down, as so. Legs could also rotate 360, but again, I wouldn't overdo it. So I mean, legs can move about that far back and about that far forward, enough to where you can have him do his kangaroo kick. And his tail does have a joint that can rotate 360 very nicely. And his head also does have a joint that you could rotate, but mine is very stiff, and I've never wanted to stress the joint, though, to where I've wanted to twist it all the way around. So really, I can only wiggle it from here to there, but I mean, really, if you turn it sideways, his head's just going to be like that, and it's like, I don't see the point. So, anyway, nice points of articulation, though, on this figure. Not too bad. And overall, I mean, Gorosaurus, he is a very pricey figure, even though he didn't show up as much in the Godzilla movie series, but that tends to happen with figures of monsters. If they didn't show up that much, and there's a figure of them, they are very rare, and they are very expensive. So keep that in mind if you go to find one of these. But if you find one of these for a great deal, I mean, that always happens too. There's always one or two moments to where you'll find one of these on eBay or maybe even Amazon, and someone's selling it for a steal and deal, and just buy it. Don't even hesitate. Anyways, and scale, he will scale in well with your other 6-inch Kaiju Bandai, either from Ultraman or Godzilla, just scaling him with Godzilla 68 here. He does look a little bigger than Godzilla, but they're pretty much about the same height, as pretty much like they were in Destroy All Monsters. So not really a problem with scale at all. They do fit very nicely together, and Gorosaurus just looks a little bigger, mainly just because of his head. His head mass is way bigger than Godzilla's. but good scaling all in all. And just to sum it up this review, this is Bandai Gorosaurus. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.